What's going on, guys? So a little bit different setting today. I'm out here in Big Bear, California. Decided to come up the mountain a little bit. We don't live too far from here, but just decided to come up the mountain and get out in nature. Um, what I want to talk about today is tunnel vision. A lot of times when we have problems and we're dealing with issues in our life, you can get serious tunnel vision because you become emotionally attached to the situation. And you put so much of yourself in it, you put so much of your identity into it, and you start to really think that one of two things: the world's either against you or you're just not good enough to deal with the world. And coming out here and seeing how big the world is, seeing the mountains over there with the snow on them, seeing these giant trees, seeing just nature and its power over man, you really start to understand that the world's not against you. You're just living in it. And because you're living in it, because you're living in a place that you don't own, there's going to be things that stack up against you. There's going to be challenges that you have to overcome. And it helps to realize this because it helps you to detach yourself from your situation. Because you start to see more options. You start to see that there are paths for you. There are different actions you can take that, if you just look hard enough, if you just work hard enough, if you just become more analytical and you stop telling yourself that things just aren't going to work out, it opens up options for you. Because when you start telling yourself stuff like that, it closes everything off. And you're like, I just got to sit here and be safe and sit tight because if I try anything else, the world's just going to screw me over. But that's a false fear. And what you'll come to find out as you keep going on your journey, most fears are a lie. Most things we're scared of are lies. The real scary thing is just sitting there and waiting for something bad to happen, waiting for something that you're definitely not going to be prepared for because you didn't do anything. And, I guess the biggest thing I'm trying to say here is take a step back. Pull yourself back from it. Not pull yourself back in terms of not working at it anymore, but kind of detach yourself from your situation, detach yourself from your own identity for a second and say, if I was a person looking at me, what options would I see? What paths would I see? What would I suggest to myself? And when you do that, things tend to open up. And a good way of doing that is by getting out of your normal environment and coming out to a place like this. So, and I know probably 75% of the country's frozen right now. It's not too warm up here right now either, but if you can get out or do something that relaxes you, do something that gets you away from it for a second, try it.